Thank you. All right, so everything should be good. I did test it and it seemed to work fine for everything, so that's hopefully going to work out. Now, we have some fan fiction to read either way. So, we were on chapter 14 of some pretty spicy stuff. Let me move this. Okay. All right, so we are on 14 of 22. So the goal today is to try and see if we can finish it out. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chapters. I'm sure we can blast through that. So here it comes. Make sure my ability to speak is well oiled, plenty of lubricant. Water your plants. All right, chapter 14. So we are catching up. We're now in the what you call it? The next part of the tuning exams. So this should be the training portion before the finals. All right. After the preliminary rounds, Naruto sought to be trained by his Jonin sensei. Naruto found him in the hospital, visiting the Uchiha. The Uchiha. The nurse barred his entrance, though. Naruto was about to chaos control himself into Sasuke's room, but just before he did, Kakashi appeared. There you are, sensei. Would you be willing to help train me so I can avenge Hinata? Kakashi gave his trademark smile while placing his hand on Naruto's head. Sasuke is fighting Gaara, so unfortunately I cannot train you. Of course, Naruto was thinking. Yeah, it's always Sasuke, isn't it? Kakashi continued. However, I found someone to take my place. Ah, here he is now. A Jonin stepped out of the shadows. Naruto didn't recognize him immediately. Though after examining his face, he realized who it was. The Jonin in the front of him had dark hair and is never seen without his trademark sunglasses. He wore the standard Konoha outfit, albeit without the flak jacket. He also wears his forehead protector like a bandana. Naruto knew immediately who this was. Ah, the closet pervert. Ibisu quickly put his hand over the Genin's mouth. Eh? A closet pervert, you say? Naruto, do you know this man? Asked Kakashi. Why should I be trained by you? If I remember correctly, all it took was a simple Ibisu quickly covered Naruto's mouth again. Nonsense, he doesn't know me. Ibisu then whispered into Naruto's ear. If you play along, I promise to buy you lunch. Naruto nodded. Wow, he's easy to bribe. Naruto and Ibisu were at Ichiraku, with Naruto consuming multiple bowls of ramen. When Naruto was done eating, he was about to bring out his Gama-chan, when he remembered Ibisu was treating him. Pay up, said Teuchi. Allow me, said Ibisu as he took out his wallet. He took out a couple of bills, unaware of Naruto's eating habits. How much? Pleasantly asked Ibisu, before Teuchi gestured to his left. What the? Naruto? A very happy Teuchi took the money from Ibisu and deposited it into his cash register. That's the last time I treat him to lunch, Ibisu grumbled as he headed out to begin Naruto's training. Ibisu led Naruto to a hot spring, specifically to an unused spring. Okay, I've been told that you have very poor chakra control. Please demonstrate that you can walk up a tree. If you can walk up and down a tree satisfactorily, I can teach you the next step, water walking. Naruto successfully climbed a tree, but he had some difficulties. Ibisu demonstrated water walking. To do this properly, you must emit a certain amount of chakra and focus on the water. However, it is much more difficult because you have to compensate for the constant wave movement of the water, so you have to adjust your chakra constantly. Naruto tried, but frequently sank into the water. Of course, each time he fell, he shot back out due to how hot the water was. Why didn't you say the water was hot, you closet pervert? Naruto cursed Ibisu before they both heard giggling from somewhere nearby. Ibisu left to locate whoever was giggling and came to the girls' hot spring. The man had long, spiky white hair, but he was peeping on the girls. I will not stand for this. You, sir, step away from the springs! The man seemingly ignored him. Before, he summoned a toad using Kuchiyusu no Jutsu and made the toad extend his tongue, knocking out Naruto's current sensei. Even for a shinobi, that man is weak, commented the ultimate life form as he facepalmed himself. The ultimate life form is Shadow the Hedgehog, by the way. That I guess that's the reference to him being the ultimate life form. Interesting choice of words there. You know something? I hate to say it, but I agree with you, Shadow. Naruto added in his own 2 cents. Getting back to the issue on hand. You knocked out Ibisu-sensei in 1 hit? Just who are you? Identify yourself. Who am I? I am known by many names, began the man as he started hopping on 1 foot. Men adore me. Women idolize me. Who am I, you ask? I'm the author of many books. I'm a role model to many. I am Jiraiya the Toad Sage. Hello. Welcome. So, oh, hello. Popping in to say hello and drop your request, huh? Well, maybe the next fanfiction we'll do is that one, but we'll have to see. Right now we're reading Naruto the Ultimate Shinobi. This is if Naruto had Shadow the Hedgehog sealed inside of him along with the 9-tailed fox. We're currently on 14 out of 22. We're going to try and finish it today if we can. So, I'm not a pervert, I'm a super pervert. Jiraiya laughed proudly at his proclamation. Of course, Naruto sighed in more disgust. That's fucking worse. Well, whatever, Arrow Sennin, you killed my teacher, you bastard! Naruto growled in rage. Arrow Sennin? And why should I care? I only knocked him out. Jiraiya blew it off as unimportant, but didn't see that it angered Naruto even more. Chaos, began Naruto, focusing his chaos energy into his hand. Jiraiya saw this and knew it was trouble. Oh shit. According to Kakashi, this attack will hurt like a bitch. He quickly changed the subject to calm Naruto down. Okay, so you were water walking? Hastily says Jiraiya. Yes, I was. Okay, then follow me. Jiraiya led Naruto to a pool of clear water near a waterfall. I forgot to ask, who are you? My name is Uzumaki Naruto, the ultimate shinobi. Ah, so he's Minato and Kushina's kid. Ultimate... That's some title. Why are you the ultimate shinobi, Naruto? Jiraiya decided to play investigator to find out what the deal was. Naruto gestured for Jiraiya to step closer and then used Chaos Control and transported them both. Chaos Control! A certain black hedgehog vanished. After Jiraiya was introduced to Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form, he made no further comment about Naruto being the ultimate shinobi. Alright, that easy, huh? Water walking. Try to water walk in this pond. The water is cold, so there's no reason for you to become boiled. Naruto tried and failed. Jiraiya sighed. Then he asked Naruto to lift up his shirt and channel some of his chakra to reveal the seal that the Kyuubi was sealed into. I see no problems with your seal. Wait a minute. There's another seal here. So let me guess. Orochimaru had something to do with it. Jiraiya could easily see the handiwork. Naruto was surprised but decided to let the pervert do whatever he needed. Fortunately, I can unseal this one. Gogyo Kain! 5 elements unseal. Jiraiya's 5 fingers became enshrouded in purple flames, and Jiraiya slams his palm over Naruto's 5 element seal that Orochimaru had left behind. This exerted a lot of force that propelled Naruto into the water pond, but it didn't make a splash. Naruto was lying on the water. Very good. Now, are you able to tap into a 3rd power source? Yes, I have, but that power source is very similar to my chaos energies, but I can tap into her power easily. Why do you ask? Questioned Naruto. Originally, I was going to exhaust your chakra stores and help you tap into the 3rd chakra source, but since that's not needed, I signed this contract with your blood. Kuchiyose no Jutsu. Jiraiya summoned a toad that spit out the toad contract. Jiraiya bit his finger to draw blood, or Naruto bit his finger to draw blood, and signed the contract with using his blood as ink. Okay, the hand signs for this jutsu are boar, dog, bird, monkey, and ram. Bite your thumb, and then swipe some of the blood onto your palm and slam it onto the ground. First, use the chaos energy you possess. When did Orochimaru leave a seal on Naruto? When they fought in the Forest of Death. They fought during the forest thing or whatever, and that was when Orochimaru left the seal on Naruto to basically just mess with the previous seal that was already there. Naruto bit his thumb and swiped some blood on his palm. Then he made the hand seals, focusing on molding his chaos energy. Chaos control! Kuchiyoshi no jutsu! A toad didn't appear. Instead, a strange creature and what seemed to be an android appeared. The strange creature, okay, here we go, wears skin-tight black bodysuit with large pink heart-shaped breastplate, long white gloves, and white thigh-high boots with pink hearts on the toes. Her boots have metal heels and soles. Whatever she stomps on would have serious impact. She also has long eyelashes and wears blue eyeshadow. In addition, the creature had 2 wings. The android is 150 centimeters tall, 4 feet 11 inches, and weighs a hefty 1,230.512 kilograms, or 2,712.77 pounds, making him a very heavy robot. He has the capital Omega symbol painted on the front of his left shoulder. Rogue the Bat Lady. Yes, this is Rogue the Bat Lady. And also what appears to be, what's his name? Is it just Mecha Sonic? I don't remember. Why? Well, because he was using Shadow's power during the summoning jutsu, I guess. I'm not quite sure. I think that's why. Where are we? Asked the creature as she finally noticed both Naruto and Jiraiya. Location unknown. Rogue, Omega, Chaos Control. A black hedgehog appeared out of nowhere. Shadow? Asked Rogue. Or Rouge. I hear both, so I'm just gonna go with Rouge. What do you want? Actually, what are you two doing here? You've been missing for over a decade. Tails was just about to use a machine to try and locate you again, when Omega and I are suddenly here. Where is here, anyway? Asked Rouge. You're in Konoha Suri no Sato. Doing that one in a voice is hard. Location verified, said Omega in a robotic tone. We finally found you, so come on. Let's go back home, said Rouge. I'm afraid I can't go home. Not yet. But if he were to die, then I could possibly go back home. Acknowledged. You wish for this human to remain unharmed. Yes. And his name is Uzumaki Naruto. Sorry to interrupt, but who are you two? Asked Jiraiya. I'm Rouge the Bat. I am known as Omega. My name is Jiraiya. Rouge, Omega. How are you two related to Shadow? Omega, Rouge, and I are a 3-man squad, similar to Konoha's ninja squads, except I am the leader, and we are known as Team Dark. All 3 of us hail from Mobius, an apparent parallel world to this one. Both Rouge and Omega decided to familiarize themselves with the area, just in case they had to go back, leaving Naruto to repeatedly attempt the Kuchiyose no Jutsu. He eventually summoned a toad. Yo, my name's Gamakichi. He is a toad that was just small enough to fit on top of Naruto's head, like Akamaru could fit on top of Kiba's. He had purple markings around his eyes, mouth, and stomach, and wore a blue jacket. Good job, you managed to summon one of Gamabunta's sons. Now I want you to focus as much chakra energy that you have and summon the biggest one you can. With his chakra levels, there's no way that he'll be able to summon him. Naruto, I'm able to convert my yokai chakra. Or no, that's the Kyuubi. Naruto, I'm able to convert my yokai chakra into chaos energy and bring back its yokai chakra form. Yokai chakra is more potent than normal chakra, so use some of my yokai chakra, spoke the Kyuubi. I don't remember if I had a voice for the Kyuubi last time around or not, but either way. A large smoke screen appeared. When it cleared, Naruto was standing on top of the head of a large toad. Oh shit, he actually managed to summon him, thought Jiraiya as he hightailed it out of there. Gamabunta is a very large toad. He towers over the trees, dwarfs most large rock formations, and is larger than most buildings. He is colored a dull, rusty red, but around his eyes and on his lips and chest are brighter red markings. Over his left eye, he has received a scar at some point, but he can still see out of it. His tongue has a series of stud-like piercings on both the upper and lower side. He often wears a large... Wait, he often wears... Why does it matter if he often wears it? He's just wearing it right now, right? And always carries a massive dosu blade at its hip. He also carries a large kiseru pipe, which he often smokes. Jiraiya! Explain why you summoned me. Let's see.
Now, Naruto, your combat style, or your taijutsu, is so severely lacking that I will pass on to you a new style using my chaos energies. I'll teach you the forms after I demonstrate them. Call Rouge if she is still here.
Rouge, she appeared.
Yes, Naruto?
Can you spar with Shadow? He's gonna demonstrate a new taijutsu form. What's going on with Gamabunta? What? Did we just skip over it? What? He just screams, Jiraiya, explain why you summoned me, and then now suddenly, I guess Shadow is teaching Naruto some... What is happening? Alright. Sure thing, Naruto. Shadow appeared using chaos control. I'll referee, is that okay? Asked Jiraiya after Gamabunta dismissed himself. What the fuck is... Alright.
Okay then, this shouldn't take long.
Wow, I'm speechless. Naruto, if you master this form, then Neji won't stand a chance in hell. Well, time to work on it. Naruto began sparring with Shadow before he remembered. Ah, fuck. Listen, Shadow, is it okay if we resume training later?
Training is important.
I know, but I have not visited Hinata-chan yet.
Fine, you may go, but I'll double the intensity of our training when you come back.
Naruto was running... Wait, so is Shadow outside of Naruto now? Why is he leaving Shadow behind? What, huh? Alright, whatever. Naruto was running to the hospital, but ran into Sakura. Naruto, can you train me? Sakura asked, hoping to make some kind of amends with Naruto after the past few months and her conversation with Tenten in the infirmary. Not right now. Ask Kurenai-sensei or someone else to train you. I need to visit somebody important. Naruto paid no heed to her as he kept moving towards the hospital. Okay, I'll get out of your way, Sakura said in rejection. He really doesn't even have use for me as a teammate now. I really did screw things up. Naruto made it to the hospital. He went up to the front desk and asked for Hinata's room. She was in 201. He departed to that room. He politely knocked, not wanting to disturb the other patients and or hospital staff. Come in, said an unfamiliar male's voice. Naruto entered the room and saw Aburame Shino. Yo, can you excuse us? Very well. He dispersed into bugs. Well, that's one way to go. Naruto noticed that Hinata was asleep. So Naruto sat down on a chair nearby, gently stroking her face. A slight moan from Hinata revealed that she was awake. She yawned and opened her eyes. Naruto! Exclaimed Hinata in surprise. What are you doing here? What, can't your dark prince occasionally meet with this Hime? Hinata blushed a little, then sighed. Of course you can, I just wasn't expecting you. When are you scheduled for release? At the end of the month. When will the finals be? Also scheduled at the end of the month. I'll take you there, said Naruto. Okay, my dark prince. By the way, who are you facing? Neji. He's gonna pay for what he did to you, Naruto said, clenching his fist. Naruto-kun, please don't do this out of revenge. Hinata knew that he was angry at her cousin, but hoped that wouldn't lead to a worse situation. I know you feel like he did me wrong, but for me, please, do not kill him if you fight him. Please promise me, Naruto-kun. Naruto saw the concern on her face and sighed. If it was anyone else, I might have said no. But for you, my Hime, I promise I won't kill him. But I'm going to make him hurt like he made you hurt. Well, I have to go back to the training field. I'll pick you up at around 11 a.m. on the day of the finals. Shino had left an audio recording device in Hinata's room. and most of the Rookie 9 were eavesdropping.
Oh no. Everyone now knows that Naruto and Hinata are together. Oh no.
I wonder what's going to come of this. Who knows? But all right, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not expecting very much to come out of most of the things that are said because, for example, Zabuza now works for Naruto as like a pseudo bodyguard, but we've not heard from Zabuza in like 8 chapters or so. So I imagine that they've just been, you know, forgotten. Yeah, this is author's note stuff. All right. Naruto, the Ultimate Shinobi, Chapter 15. The day of the Chunin exams were scheduled for today, and Naruto sent his servant, Uzumaki-san, to the Hyuga compound. The gate guards didn't recognize him and prevented his entrance. "What business do you have here?" one of the gate guards asked. "Apologies, I am here to escort Hinata to her date with Naruto-sama." "Date? Why should I allow my daughter, who is practically royalty, to date that clanless orphan?" said Hiyashi, who happened to be walking around the compound and happened to be near the entrance. "Hiyashi-sama," said the 2 gate guards before formally acknowledging his presence. "Why should your daughter mingle with Naruto-sama? You are aware that Naruto-sama is of royalty also. Not counting me, he is the last known survivor of a once proud clan, the Uzumaki clan. Naruto is in fact Prince Naruto-sama." "What? I knew that the Uzumaki clan is in fact royalty, but to refuse Prince Naruto, one of the last known survivors of the Uzumaki clan, to date my daughter is blasphemous." "Well, he certainly isn't a street fox," thought a now panicked Hiyashi. "Is Naruto truly a prince?" "Yes, Prince Naruto-sama is royalty indeed." "Very well, I shall call my daughter. Guard, escort Hinata here. Let it be known that the Uzumaki clan's presence is always welcome here." "Right away, Hiyashi-sama." The gate guard left to locate Hinata, but she had already exited the compound. "I assume you are an Uzumaki also. May I ask for your name?" politely asked Hiyashi. "That is a secret, but really, I don't know what I was once called. It's been years since someone once addressed me." "I see. Then you will offer no protest if I name you?" "No. I prefer much to be called Uzumaki-sama, at least until I remember my actual name." "Very well. Ah, Hinata, your date with Prince Naruto will continue." "Naruto, my dark prince, is really a prince? Does that make me?" She blushes furiously. "Princess Hinata? That sounds right." A lot going on there that, technicalities, whatever. Nitpicking, to be honest, but I'll leave it. Naruto and Hinata were walking to the arena. They arrived at the entrance to the stadium. When no one was looking, Hinata kissed Naruto on the lips and wished him good luck. Hinata went up to where the audience was sitting and took a seat with her classmates. But on account of his injuries, Lee was noticeably absent. Naruto entered the stadium, and noticed that out of the 9 participants, 2 were missing. He knew that Sasuke was training with Kakashi-sensei, so he's probably late. "Okay, my name is Shiranui Genma. I am the proctor for the 3rd exam. Participants, listen up. There has been a slight edit in the Chunin exam matchups. Please verify who you will be fighting against. Match 1, Uzumaki Naruto versus Hyuga Neji. Match 2, Uchiha Sasuke versus Sabaku Nogara. Match 3, Aburame Shino versus Kankuro. Match 4, Nara Shikamaru versus Tamari. Hey, why the fuck isn't that sound in here? He has retired from the Chunin exams and will no longer be competing. With a nod from Naruto, Genma declared the first match. If your name is not called, please ascend the staircase to the competitor's view box. Match 1, Uzumaki Naruto versus Hyuga Neji. Everyone else vacated the field, leaving those 2 in a standoff. Both fighters ready? Both competitors nodded. Okay then, on my count. 3, 2, Hajime. Genma swiftly leapt away from the battlefield. Naruto and Neji were staring at each other, each trying to read the other's mind. Fate has decreed that I will be the victor. Give up, Naruto. I don't believe in that fate nonsense. As I told you before, don't underestimate me, for I will win. Two Chunin were watching before one of the two spoke. That BHK. He stands no chance against Neji, said one of the Chunin. BHK? Questioned the other Chunin. Blonde-haired kid, deadpanned the first Chunin, clearly referring to Naruto. Nah, he's a nobody. Why did... Huh? I don't get this one. Maybe that's a reference I don't get yet. At the same time that Neji activates his Byakugan, Naruto makes a hand seal. Kagebushim no jutsu. He knows that jutsu? Well, this nobody just got more interesting, continued the same doubtful Chunin. A swarm of 7 Narutos appeared and rushed Neji. Naruto promised that the taijutsu style taught to him by Shadow would not be revealed until he says otherwise. Neji easily dispelled the clones, and Naruto learned that the close-range combat against the Hyuga would quickly drain his chakra. Naruto made more clones and sent them to attack, but made sure that one stayed behind. It's useless. Hanging back just reveals the original, Neji said as he evaded all the clones' taijutsu and struck the ones hanging back. All the clones dispelled and Naruto lowered his upper body by about 15%. I just struck a Tenketsu point. I told you, I am fated to achieve victory. Naruto chuckled before looking at Neji with a defiant look on his face. As I told you, don't underestimate me, Naruto said as the original sealed Bushin Dai... Sorry, that is not Dai, that is Diabukuha. Neji's eyes widened before he realized that the one he struck was glowing red, clearly about to explode. I have no choice. I have to reveal that jutsu sooner than expected. Just as the clone exploded, Neji released chakra from his Tenketsu and began spinning. Hakesho Kaiten! 8 trigrams palms heavenly spin. Impossible. He's not even a member of the main branch, yet he seems to have mastered that? And all on his own? Just how powerful is he? Mentally thought Hiyashi. Neji was unaffected by the explosion and faced Naruto. Out of desperation, Naruto rushed in, only for Neji to dodge his sloppily made taijutsu attacks, and Neji assumed a familiar stance, at least to Hiyashi and many of the Hyuga. That stance, it can't be. You are in range of my divination. Hake Rogu Juion Sho. It's close enough. 8 trigrams, 64 palms. 64 consecutive strikes later, Naruto is downed and seemingly out. Shadow allows the usage of the new taijutsu style. Just as the proctor began to speak and Neji deactivates his Byakugan. Looks like your boyfriend's about to lose. Don't underestimate him. Naruto-kun still has a trick up his sleeve. Winner Hyuga, Chaos! Naruto uses his Chaos Control to warp and grasp Neji's throat, also halting the proctor. Blast! An explosion rivaling that of Bunshin Diabukuha decimates the field. After the explosion, Naruto burrowed his way underground and leapt out of the ground just as Neji stood up and Naruto uppercutted his jaw. I like how with their version, there was no way to basically, like, he literally explodes and then he digs underground and does the underground uppercut for no reason, just so that Shikamaru's fight could stay the same. But hey, I mean, you know, each their own. Chaos attack. Naruto made 5 swift chaos-powered attacks to Neji, who, after groaning in pain, reactivates his Byakugan. But how? He shouldn't be able to get up, thought a furious Neji. An obviously different style of taijutsu followed. Chaos magic! Naruto snaps his fingers and Neji is repelled away. Chaos bind! Chaos lance! Naruto creates a ring of energy around Neji that immobilizes him. Naruto then used his chaos attack once more, followed by shooting a reddish lightning bolt that further damaged Neji and exploded. Now, for the finale. Naruto bound Neji by using Chaos Bind to once again immobilize him. Naruto leapt back and fired about 7 Chaos Spears that damaged Neji, and then followed it with a Chaos Lance that caused a chaos blast-like effect. Chaos explosion! Since Neji was binded, he couldn't use his ultimate, was downed, and couldn't get back up. How? How did I lose? Fate had decreed that I would achieve victory. I told you that I don't believe in that fate nonsense, said Naruto. Winner of the first match, Uzumaki Naruto, yelled the proctor. The medical nin elevated Neji's body and placed him on a stretcher, while Genma proceeded to call the next match. Uchiha Sasuke is not here. He will be disqualified, Sarutobi signaled to one of his Jonin guards. Many people, including myself, are looking forward to the last Uchiha's fight. Can you postpone this match? Asked the Kazekage. Very well, his match will take place at the end of the round. Please inform Genma about this. Genma was about to call the match, but before he did, a Jonin shunshined down to the arena and told Genma the announcement. Very well, the second match will be moved to the end of the first round, so it will be Aburame Shino and Kankuro. Please descend to the arena. In the contestants box, Kankuro raised his hand, catching the attention of Genma. I forfeit. Very well, the next two fighters, Nara Shikamaru and Tamari, please relocate to the arena. Tamari opened her fan, showing excellent wind control, flew down to the arena on top of her fan. How troublesome. Perhaps I should just forget. Shikamaru was going to call the proctor to announce his forfeit. Nope, I don't think so. Chaos magic. With a snap of his fingers, Shikamaru was repelled from Naruto's position, and Shikamaru hit the railing, falling over it. Like I said, troublesome. Author's note, the fight is straight from canon. Check around episode 70 in the Naruto anime to see the fight. Shikamaru raised his hand, as did Tamari, who was under the influence of Shikamaru's Kagemane no Jutsu. Everyone waited in anticipation, wondering what the Nara was going to do. Proctor, I'm forfeiting. I barely have enough chakra to restrain her for about 5 more seconds. Naturally, I came up with about 200 strategies to win, but fact is, I don't have the necessary chakra amount. I see. Very admirable, Shikamaru. The winner by forfeit is Tamari. We will take a 10-minute recess to fix the arena. The Jonin guard once more shunshined to Genma and told him something. We will also use this time to wait for Uchiha Sasuke. He has 20 minutes to arrive. 19 minutes and 59 seconds later, a cloud of smoke covered the appearance of 2 back-to-back shinobi. When the smoke cleared, it was revealed that Hatake Kakashi, with his nose buried in a book with an orange cover, but it also revealed Uchiha Sasuke in a different outfit. Sasuke originally wore a 2-piece outfit that consisted of the traditional Uchiha clothing, a blue short-sleeved shirt with a high collar, and an Uchiha crest on the back, with black on the back and white arm warmers, which he stopped wearing after the Chunin exams, along with white shorts, but he now wore a black one-pieced version of his original outfit, with many small arm belts adorning his left arm and similar bands around both legs. The Uchiha symbol was proudly shown on his back. Your name, please? Asked Genma. Sasuke. Uchiha Sasuke. Versus Sabuki no Gaara, said Genma, as Gaara promptly walked down the stairs. Hajime. Genma called for the beginning of the match and leapt back. Sasuke, mother wants your blood. Come, taunted Gaara. Sasuke throws some kunai and shuriken. Gaara didn't move a muscle. Instead, sand intercepted the projectiles and blocked it. Furthermore, the sand morphed into a Suna Bunshin. So that's the sand that Kakashi mentioned. I need to up my speed. Sasuke slowly sprinted towards the clone of Gaara. The sand moved to attack him, but Sasuke vanished in a blur of speed. Fast, just like that other kid, thought the real Gaara after his Suna Bunshin was dispelled. Rock Lee and Maito Gai were walking to the arena from the hospital, when Lee suddenly sneezed and almost fell over. Quickly stabilizing his crutches, Lee managed not to fall over. Gaara's sand couldn't keep up with Sasuke, so Sasuke hit Gaara semi-frequently to the horror of his 2 teammates. However, Sasuke was slowing down. Katon! Gokakyu no Jutsu! Sasuke's fireball turned the sand to intercept the fireball into glass. Gaara refused to be defeated, so he surrounded himself in an impenetrable ball of sand using Suna no Tate, a shield of sand. No, Sasuke tried to punch it, but the ball countered with a spear of sand. Oh, excuse me. Daisan no Mi, third eye. An impenetrable ball of sand. Well, this gives me time to use my new jutsu, thought Sasuke as he unbuckled some straps on his left arm. Then he proceeded to climb the wall. He made many hand seals before a chirping noise announced his technique. Rock Lee and Maito Gai, who had arrived at the end of the anticlimactic previous match, were in the stands. Wait, they arrived at the end of the anticlimactic previous match. So they arrived at the end of the last match, but they're also walking to the arena from the hospital? It's so hard to get a bearing on it. I'm not sure what changed, but it's a lot harder to get a bearing on what exactly is happening, like timeline wise, given this person's writing style, I guess. Seems to have changed over the course of making the chapters for this. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's making it a little bit difficult. Let's see, Kakashi, you trained your student to be as fast as Lee. I didn't understand why, until now. You taught Sasuke that jutsu, said Guy in a loud tone. What jutsu are you talking about, asked Sakura. Hatake Kakashi's own original jutsu, the Chidori, 1000 birds. The Chidori is a high-speed thrust. Ordinarily, this produces tunnel vision since the user is sprinting. However, the drawback is nullified thanks to the Sharingan, continued Guy. Someone needs to proofread this. This is after proofread, so this is the way that they wanted it. Cause let's see. So it was around here. Cause it has like proofreaders and editors as well. Yeah, so it's got beta reader. It's got 2 beta readers. 2 beta readers plus the original author. So this is how it was intended. I think there's just like a shift in their writing style, and or they're just not paying as much attention anymore. I think we were down here. Because, for example, I think they may have forgotten about Zabuza. Because, I mean, Uzumaki-san showed up, but I don't know where Zabuza went. Also, where are Rouge and Omega? That's questions for another time, I suppose. But, alright. Sasuke sprinted as fast as he could. With his left palm emitting lightning bolts, the Suna no Tate attempted to counter, but Sasuke's Sharingan saw through it. The Chidori drilled through Gaara's Suna no Tate, to the horror of Gaara's older siblings. What is this sticky stuff? It's my blood! Sasuke tried to remove his hand, but at this point, Naruto went to the restroom, just as the invasion began. Sasuke pursued Gaara, while the whole stadium fell under a sleeping genjutsu. Alright? Alright. Oh yeah, so timeline wise, so this came out during well, there's basically like a fanfiction.net apocalypse that was going on around this time, where a massive number of fanfictions were just getting obliterated, and so that's what a lot of this is, it looks like. All right, chapter 16. Naruto rushed into battle. The invasion had begun. The Sand Ninja and the ninja from the Hidden Sound Village had attacked. Thankfully, Sakura was unaffected by the sleeping genjutsu, and she dispelled it easily. Naruto was in the restroom when the genjutsu fell, so he too was unaffected by the genjutsu. Naruto defended all of the sleeping shinobi and the sleeping villagers, while Sakura woke up Shikamaru, who was fully conscious but feigning asleep. Naruto shook his head at Shikamaru's lack of attention, when several kunai were thrown at him. Shikamaru and Sakura quickly moved to defend him, but Kakashi got to him first. Okay, said Kakashi after deflecting all the kunai and shuriken. The Sand siblings have vacated the area, and Sasuke is chasing after them. I'm assigning the 3 of you an A-ranked mission. How troublesome. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to stop Sasuke from reaching them, or saving him if he has already reached them. I will be sending one of my summons to escort you. Kuchiyose no Jutsu. From the smoke came a ninja dog, the Ninken, with small brown fur and a dark brown snout and ears. He had pink-colored paws and wears the standard outfit of Kakashi's Ninken, which consists of a blue vest with a Heno Heno Moheji seal and a Konoha forehead protector, but it's worn on the top of his head in a similar style to Haruno Sakura's. He also wears a bandage on his front right leg. Yo, my name's Pakun. I have a strong sense of smell, whereas Kakashi. Why did you summon me? I summoned you to lead this 3-man squad. Their objective is to find Sasuke. Do any of you have something that belongs to Sasuke so I can use it to track him? Kakashi gave Pakun a rag of Sasuke's sweat that I guess Kakashi just kept on him. Sasuke's sweaty rag. Kakashi just has that a moment's notice. Unfortunate context there. Once the scent was memorized, the 3 left in pursuit of Pakun. Shikamaru left the group when the 9 sound shinobi were pursuing them. That was over half an hour ago. Hey Shadow, can I?
Of course. You have to find Sasuke quickly.
Okay, thank you, Shadow.
No problem.
Pakun, Sasuke is straight ahead, right? Asked Naruto. Yes, he is. Why? Pakun, Sakura, can you keep what I reveal a secret? Sure thing, Naruto. I trust you. In that case, let me travel by foot, said Naruto as he dropped to the floor. What? Why? Naruto answered by running at his full speed. Holy shit, a sonic boom, thought Pakun. Hey, get it? Sonic boom? Anyway, Naruto was running at the speed of sound. At that speed, he easily caught up with Sasuke, who was preparing to fight Kankuro, when unexpectedly, Shino arrived. Naruto hid himself in the battlefield, while Sasuke left in pursuit of Gaara and his sister. Eventually, Kankuro was defeated. However, Shino collapsed due to poison. Naruto quickly moved to Shino's position and used chaos control to transport them both to the hospital, which was a bad idea as all the doctors had evacuated with the civilians. Naruto was about to use chaos control to transport them both to the Aburame compound, but then Naruto saw some Mednins running away from a few sound jonin. Naruto quickly handed Shino to a pass-by Mednin, and then he used Chaos Spear to halt the sound shinobi from advancing. Naruto used his chaos powers to defeat the sound nin, and then he turned around to check the conditions of the Mednins. Finding them unharmed, Naruto used chaos control to transport to Kankuro. Naruto then resumed running until he saw Sasuke getting saved by Sakura, only for Sakura to be trapped by Gaara's sand palm. Sasuke, you're low on chakra, even with that cursed seal. Allow me to take over. What can you do that I can't? Asked Sasuke arrogantly. Naruto responded by summoning out all of his chakra and used Taju Kagebushin no Jutsu to make about 4,000 clones. That's a lot of Shadow clones. Just how much chakra does he have? Thought Sasuke. Naruto ran straight towards the Shukaku-influenced Gaara, 2 regenerating sand arms and a sand tail, only to replace himself with a shadow clone whenever he was in danger, until Naruto got to the spot he wanted. Senin Goroshi, 1,000 years of death. Normally, Naruto would stick his index finger and middle fingers up Gaara's ass, but he substituted his 2 fingers for a kunai with an explosive tag, making it a lethal technique. Everyone lost their balance at the absurdity of the prank-worthy ninjutsu. Temari blushed, and while Pakun wondered if that was really a ninjutsu. Naruto spread his remaining clones around the battlefield. Chaos Bind! Chaos Spear! Echoed about 1,000 voices. The original Naruto launched a Chaos Lance. When it impacted, it caused an explosion of chaos powers. Grand Chaos Explosion! Echoed 1,000 Narutos. Gaara finally had enough. He was determined to kill the blonde. Gaara absorbed the sand around him and became Shukaku, the One Tail. Upon seeing his opponent, Naruto attempted to summon Kyochi no Jutsu. However, to the surprise of Naruto, he failed to summon a toad. But Shadow said that he summoned something even better. Laid out before him were 7 diamond-cut gems, each one a different color. They were colored red, silver, yellow, green, blue, cyan, and violet.
Impossible! Those are the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
I take it those emeralds are important.
Of course they are. The servers of 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos.
I feel weird, Shadow, almost as if, whoa! The 7 Chaos Emeralds were absorbed into Naruto, transforming him. The black color that Naruto wore became a pale gold. His hair became spiked, like that of a hedgehog's, and he gained red highlights. Wait, didn't he already have red highlights? He was emitting a gold aura. I am Super Naruto! Gaara was surprised at the increase in Naruto's power level. So then he quickly performed his jutsu, surrendering himself to the Biju's control. Tanuki Niaru no Jutsu, feigning sleep jutsu. Shukaku's eyes brightened and then became crossed. Oh yeah, I'm free. What, no opponent? Guess I'll just trash that village over there. Not if I can help it. Chaos control! Super Naruto warped both Shikaku and himself to a clearing in the forest which was miles away from any village. Super Naruto flew down to his leg and prepared to slam his fist on Shukaku's limb. Chaos impact! This maneuver caused a quake that caused Shukaku to lose his balance. How do I stop Shukaku? That's it. Naruto, the transformation is only temporary. Make your move quickly. Right. Chaos control! Super Naruto teleported to Shukaku's forehead, where his super form became his normal form, and the Chaos Emeralds scattered. One day, I'll teach you how to hold that form longer. Wake up, Gaara! Naruto tried to punch Gaara, but the sand restrained him, so Naruto instead headbutted him, which loosened Naruto's headband, causing Gaara's forehead to slightly bleed, while his eye snapped wide open, and for Shukaku to complain, "What? But I just woke up!" Shukaku's eye color slowly dimmed, and the One-Tails dissolved. Gaara asked why Naruto was so strong. Naruto answered that fighting for his friends granted him strength and made him stronger. But he didn't mention anything about Shadow or the fact that he was the ultimate shinobi. Naruto, with the last of his recovering chaos powers, used chaos control to teleport the two back to the Konoha forest. Gaara was dragged off willingly by his 2 siblings and told an exhausted Naruto that he will fight for his precious people and gain strength like Naruto's. Orochimaru had Sarutobi on the ropes. Earlier, he had summoned the past Hokages to battle, but for some reasons unknown, the coffin containing the 4th failed. Nevertheless, the Shodaime and the Nidaime Hokage's appearance made things difficult for Sarutobi. Even with his own personal summon helping, Orochimaru wielded the Kusanagi in battle, and it was able to damage Sarutobi's personal summon, the Monkey King Enma, even in his adamantine staff form, supposedly as hard as diamond. Eventually, Sarutobi called upon the power of the Death God, using Shiki Fujin a total of 3 times. Twice to handle the Shodaime and Nidaime, and once more on Orochimaru. However, by this point, Sarutobi didn't have enough chakra to completely seal away Orochimaru, but sealed only the arms of Orochimaru, which negated his jutsu usage. Sarutobi then died, his final words a whisper that nobody but Orochimaru heard. Orochimaru was too busy screaming about his arms to really care about what Sarutobi said. Idiot apprentice. The invasion of Konoha was going well, until the hidden non-root Anbus reserves joined the battle. The invasion failed, and the Sound Shinobi retreated, while the Suna Shinobi surrendered. Sorry for the shortness of the chapter, but that's an author's note. Well, okay. Here we go, chapter 17. It was a solemn occasion. Everyone was dressed in black. It was the funeral for the 3rd Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen, who had some well-known nicknames, the Shinobi no Kami and the Sandaime Hokage. Konohamaru was crying in Iruka's pants, being unable to cry on his shoulder. Naruto did his best to cheer him up, but he was also shedding tears. Shadow, why do people die?
People die because it's a part of life. Their life may also be cut short, like the Sandaime did. I, too, know somebody who died tragically before her time. Maria.
You haven't mentioned Maria in some time. Who is she?
She was a friend. No, she was more than that. Practically my sister.
Wait, hold on. So I'm trying to parse it, because I don't actually know anything about Sonic. but Sonic mistakenly called Hinata the love interest, Maria. But now he's saying that he's like, that they're like brother and sister. I don't know where this is going, but all I gotta say is that Shadow sure as hell really repping the Alabama spirit, you know what I'm saying? Jiraiya was overlooking the partially destroyed Konoha, and he was approached by two elders, the teammates of Sarutobi Hiruzen, Uta Takane and Koharu, and Mitokado Hamura. Jiraiya-sama, a new Hokage must be chosen. We've reviewed all of the current shinobi and kunoichi of Konoha. Hitake Kakashi is a prime candidate, and ordinarily he would nominate him. However, the council has chosen you to be the next Hokage. Interesting. I'm very flattered, but you must choose someone else to be the Hokage. Kakashi is a good choice, but I think I know someone better. The last Senju of Konoha. Her? Yes, her qualifications would make her an excellent candidate, but we have been out of contact with her for years. How are we to find her? Asked Koharu, thinking of the blonde in question. I am planning on locating her, but for that, I request a single genin to accompany me. Uzumaki, Naruto. Red flag. Yeah, the Alabama spirit. It's is there actually? Now I'm curious. Is there? Because you know it would actually be a funny coinkyding. Because that is a red flag. Could you imagine if Alabama had the Alabama flag was also red? Hold on. Alabama flag. All right. You know what? Gotta say. That fits really well. As a red flag, so Alabama being like a flag that, because it's got a big ass red X on it, like no, stop, that's wrong, don't do that. Sorry, that's a really funny, good red flag, Alabama. I'm proud of you, very intelligent. All right, so since Rock Lee was in the hospital, his sensei Maito Gai was bored. Hearing rumors that Naruto had unparalleled speed, he challenged Naruto to a race. So I heard rumors that you are very fast. I propose that you race me. If you beat me, I will treat you to a single bowl of ramen, said Guy, remembering the one time he treated Naruto. Flashback. Naruto, for being able to defeat Neji in the Chunin exams like that, I'll treat you to lunch, so where do you want to eat? Naruto thought about it for a second, and then he said, Ichiraku ramen. Ramen, eh? Well, I'll treat you there. Arriving at the food stall, Naruto and Guy sat down. Eat as many bowls as you want. To Maito Guy's astonishment and horror, Naruto consumed over 20 bowls of ramen. Remember to never treat Naruto to an all-you-can-eat buffet, sadly thought Guy as he practically emptied his wallet. Flashback Kai. A race, eh? Shadow?
Go ahead, Naruto.
Shadow was bored and wanted some entertainment. Why is everybody suddenly so bored? Okay, I accept the challenge. Where are we to race? 10 laps around the whole village, Naruto. Is that acceptable? Sure thing, Guy. Who gives the countdown? I will, said a bored Chunin ranked gate. Well, everyone is bored. Why is everyone so bored? Said a bored Chunin ranked gate guardsman with a stopwatch. There's no way he can outrace Guy. On my mark. 3, 2, 1, go! The Chunin yelled, clicking his stopwatch. After the brief meeting with the elders, Jiraiya met up with Kakashi. Jiraiya-sama, what can I do for you? I'm here to give you some vital information. You must keep this information away from Naruto. Do you acknowledge? Yes, of course. Very well. After I give you the information, I will take Uzumaki Naruto with me on a mission to locate the last Senju. Very well. What the? A sonic boom? What is it? Tensed Jiraiya, quickly withdrawing a kunai. Nothing. Nothing at all. Wait, why is the sonic boom red? Guy, to the Chunin's shock, suffered a horrible defeat. Guy was gradually speeding up to a sprint a bit faster than Naruto, until Naruto demonstrated running at supersonic speeds. What the fuck? Sonic boom? The Chunin's time read 20 seconds. Even at his top speed, Guy can't run that fast, unless he's gotten faster. But what's with the red sonic boom? As agreed, Naruto was at Ichiraku's for a single serving of ramen, paid for by disgruntled Maito Guy. Naruto had just finished his bowl when Jiraiya walked up. Guy? Why are you here? Asked Jiraiya. After disgruntled Guy told the Sannin why he was currently here, Jiraiya guffawed. Okay, Naruto, I'm taking you with me to locate somebody. Who are we going to locate? the third Sannin, and the last Senju. After a single bowl of ramen was paid for, Jiraiya, accompanied by Naruto, left Konoha to locate the last Senju and bring her back. Meanwhile, two figures were overlooking the destroyed Konoha. Both were wearing long black coats adorned with red clouds. Both of the figures were also wearing straw hats. Ya yo, straw hats. They're Naruto now. But I don't believe that those have a name. Like, this person really be like calling everything all by their Japanese names, but doesn't know the name for those not pyramid, like roof-ish shaped straw hats, because I know that they do have a name, so it's weird that this person wouldn't know it. One figure was noticeably shorter than the other. The only identifiable feature on the short one was a pair of Sharingan. The other figure had a large club-like object on his back. Any reason why we are here, Itachi? We are here for the fourth Hokage's legacy. Did you forget that, Kisame? Kakashi scheduled a meeting with Sasuke. He was waiting outside of a tavern when two familiar figures approached. Are you two on a date? Asked Kakashi, noticing that both were holding hands. No, stuttered Sarutobi Asuma, son of the third, quickly releasing his grip. Asuma had brown eyes, short, black, spiky hair, and a beard. His clothing consisted of the standard Konoha ninja uniform, with the sleeves rolled up halfway, flak jacket, regular shinobi sandals, and forehead protector. He also wore the 12 Guardian ninja sash that had the kanji for fire marked on it around his waist. A pair of black bangles and bandages wrapped around the arms of his sleeves. Accompanying him is a Jonin kunoichi. Yuhi Kurenai is a kunoichi with long and black, shoulder-length, untamed hair, and very unique eyes that are red in color, with an additional ring in them similar to a certain dojutsu, albeit less ripples. She wears makeup consisting of red lipstick and purple eyeshadow. Her regular outfit consists of a red mesh armor blouse with only the right sleeve visible, over this very broad material which resembles bandages, with a pattern on it similar to those of rose thorns. Her hands and upper thighs are also wrapped in bandages. She wears the Konoha forehead protector and regular shinobi sandals. He is escorting me to buy some sweets for Anko, said Kurenai. Why are you here? I am meeting with Sasuke here, said Kakashi before glancing into the tavern to see two robed figures in dark cloaks with red clouds. Akatsuki. So this is the group that Jiraiya warned me about. I don't believe it, spoke Asuma in disbelief, also glancing inside the tavern. You're here early, said both Asuma and Sasuke at the same time. Hey, I can be on time, said Kakashi as he watched the two figures mysteriously vanish. Good to see you're here, Sasuke, but I'm afraid the meeting is off. I have to escort both Kurenai and myself back home, said Asuma, before everyone vanished in a shunshin. The two figures were walking along a riverbed when Asuma appeared. Ah, Sarutobi Asuma, it has been a while. How are you? Uchiha Itachi, what the hell are you doing here? Demanded Asuma. Itachi is a fairly tall young man with onyx eyes, black hair and bangs that framed his face, and a low ponytail that reached to his upper back. The ponytail was obscured by the high collar of the Akatsuki cloak. Itachi's most distinguishing characteristics were the long, pronounced tear troughs underneath his eyes. Aren't you interested in who I am? No, Itachi is fucking far more dangerous. I've been hanging around Naruto too much. Is that so? Well, I, Hoshigaki Kisame, strongly disagree, said Kisame as he drew out his club-like weapon. Kisame was a very tall and muscular shinobi. He had a distinctive shark-like appearance, complete with pale blue-gray skin tone, small, round, white eyes, gill-like facial markings, and underneath his eyes, gills on his shoulders, and sharp, triangular teeth, much like the other members of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. He also styled his dull blue hair in the form of a shark fin. Even his name, Kisame, means demon shark. As a member of the Akatsuki, he also wore dark purple nail polish. Meet my sword, Samehada, which is not correct. I'm pretty sure it is Samehada because it's like shark skin. Samehada? That is I'm just gonna say it like that. That is a fearsome blade. Is a fearsome blade. But try my sword on. Kubikiri Bocho. Kisame quickly evaded the massive sword. It can't be. Momochi Zabuza? I haven't seen or heard from you in a while. But my Samahara is far stronger than your Kubikiri Bocho. Anyway, let's see some water ninjutsu. Try this one on for size, said Kisame, quickly signing for a ninjutsu. Where the fuck? We found Zabuza again. That was out of fucking nowhere. Wait, was there any lead in for that? Why is Zabuza randomly here and along this random? I mean, I get it. It's to have like a cool fight between the two swordsmen, but like, what is? There was just no. That's so weird. All right, well, anyway, cutting to Jiraiya and Naruto, who are quickly located at the next town, when Jiraiya quickly purchases a room at a local inn, because Jiraiya saw a woman who was flirting with him and immediately handed the room keys to Naruto and deserted Naruto in pursuit of said woman. Naruto went to his room to do something, but he was interrupted by a knock on his door. Eventually opening the door, he found two figures dressed in long black coats adorned with red clouds. Come with us, Naruto. Okay, just give me a second. Naruto slammed the door shut. Did he just slam the door into our faces? Yes, he did. All right. Naruto didn't trust the two figures. Something about them seemed off. Pounding on his door made Naruto a little angry. He furiously opened the door cloaked in Kyuubi's red chakra, which was quickly absorbed by his sword wrapped in bandages. It's been a long time, Sasuke. Itachi, I hate you, and now I'll kill you. Lightning emitted from his palms and Sasuke ran toward his brother, dragging his lightning-infused hand through the wall. Chidori? Thought an impressed Itachi. What the fuck is happening? Okay, so run down. Because by the way, so this is Itachi and Kisame right here that are knocking on Naruto's door and getting him. What is happening? So, okay, all right. Let's get a quick rundown so we can try and get our bearings. All right. So, confrontation between Itachi and Kisame versus like Zabuza, Asuma, and Kakashi, right? Which happens, I guess, off screen, and we immediately cut to Jiraiya and Naruto, where it cuts to Naruto being attacked by Itachi and Kisame, which it immediately switches into Sasuke is also there, and he is attacking Itachi. So what happened to Zabuza and Asuma and Kakashi? I assume it's not the same thing that happened in the show because Zabuza wasn't fucking there. Zabuza was not there during the show. So what is happening? So I guess I guess they lost and Itachi and Kisame are here now. And then Sasuke is also here. And he is now attempting to Chidori Itachi, I think. Jiraiya and Naruto arrived at the next town to find an ongoing festival. Jiraiya said that he would teach Naruto a jutsu that requires no hand seals. Before Naruto could... So, he'd spent the day just looking around, did observe the jutsu. I don't think I can read this anymore. This is actually like incomprehensible. So we might, well, looks like we did finish today, after all. Wow, this is kind of wild how unable to be read this is. I can't parse this information. Okay, so Kisame and Itachi fight Zabuza, Kakashi, and Asuma. Then we cut to Jiraiya and Naruto. Naruto is alone. Naruto gets confronted by Itachi and Kisame. And then Sasuke appears and attacks Itachi. And then Jiraiya and Naruto arrive at the next town over, where he is looking for Tsunade, and then he is learning the Rasengan, and then he spends weeks training on the Rasengan, and right, there we go. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, like, literally nothing is happening, or like stuff is happening, but we have no idea. It's like these aren't finished. I can't actually read anything. Cause like this, so it's like, okay, so this is the start of like an interaction slash fight. Then we jump to somewhere else where there is the beginning of an interaction slash fight. And then there is a beginning of an interaction slash fight that gets cut off by somebody else's interjecting to that interaction slash fight that hadn't started yet. Then we skip past it to another interaction slash setup. I have no idea what's happening. Nothing's actually happening. It's just like lead up and no things. I'm so confused. Well, unfortunately, I do believe that marks the end. Or I guess fortunately, it depends. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Everything was pretty smooth for the first, like, at least the first 10 chapters. Everything was pretty relatively smooth, and then things just started to like go completely off the rails. Although I do remember I really liked the 10-10 tearing into Sakura part. That was actually really well implemented. I liked that a lot, but I have no idea what the fuck is happening. So I think that's gonna be it. That is where the Ultimate Shinobi story ends for us, I think. But thank you for joining me on this journey. It sure was a journey. Things happened, and that was that. So yeah, thank you very much. Well, tomorrow I believe it's Monster Hunter. Let me double check. I have a little piece of paper. Tomorrow will be me playing Monster Hunter for most all of the day, Saturday probably, trying to get through all of the cool update stuff that happened. And then if I'm feeling up to it and I'm not like crazy tired, we will be doing Game Dev Tycoon after that. But depending on how long it takes, that might be a while. But, or, you know, maybe I won't. Either way, it all depends on how tired I'm feeling tomorrow. So with that, I think that's pretty much it for today. We watched we read some fan fiction unravel at the seams. So, you know, that's always fun. But yeah. Well, thank you very much. Make sure to have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I will catch you next time.